Keith Keogh, thank you very much for coming on the show. How's things, my friend?
Yeah, all good, Brandon. All good, mate. Yeah. Oh, sorry, bleeding, dropping the thing and all. Yeah, all good, man. Just same shit, different day. Just in between sessions here. So yeah, all good. Just 1 or 2 weeks out. So yeah, feeling good.
Nice one, nice one. I seen you were over in France there a couple of weeks ago, cornering teammate Jordan Bradshaw. What was that like? A nice little trip, nice one for the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, man. Honestly, fucking Jordan. Obviously, the performance was absolutely great. Like, he went out there, like, striking phenomenal, took a man down, took us back, still left, stretched him. Like, what more could you want? Like, it was inspiring to see that as well. Like, we done it the last time. It was actually 2 or 3 weeks out from Cage Warriors. The last time we were over in Paris, me and Alex went over, and then we both had our own fights. So it was good to kind of get that little bit of momentum behind the team before we go out ourselves then as well.
Of course, of course. You're just 2 weeks out now. It's literally next Saturday. It's absolutely flying. It feels like no time at all that I was chatting to you after your last win at Cage Warriors 194, I think it was. How are you feeling? How's camping? Has it all been going well for you?
Yeah, well, honestly, I feel great. I feel absolutely great. I was away at Christmas now, like a lot of the time, I'm eating a little bit more over the Christmas and stuff like that. I was in Thailand this year getting training out in Bangkok, so I kind of came back into January already sharp enough. I was getting good rounding, good bodies. So yeah, I feel good, man. I feel really good. It's just now, honestly, it's just about kind of tapering down a little bit and just making the weight and just going in and doing what I can do.
Seems like the Irish are taking over Bangkok, we're taking over Thailand. There's so many going out there at the moment. What's the main positives about going out there? Obviously, the weather, the lifestyle, the bodies, and everything else. But what does a day to day look like while you're training in Thailand? Give us a quick run through of what a day to day looks like.
Yeah, so like as you were saying there, like everyone, like I heard, like some like Kyrgyzstani's lads and all saying, like Irish Mafia, like there's probably more Irish than anybody, like the coaches, James and Connor, also exceptional coaches and stuff like that. But yeah, man, honestly, it is a different lifestyle. Like you want to get up and train in the mornings, like and I know obviously it's discipline of motivation, but the bit of motivation getting up in the mornings still help. Like when you're getting up and it's sunny and you're on the moped going to the gym and stuff like that, it makes you like really be a little bit more appreciative of your life when you're over there. And then you're not like when you're sitting around the day, it doesn't feel like sometimes I'm sitting down in between sessions, it's like, oh, you're hemming and hawing and stuff like that, what to do, but at least you can go and you can be in the sun and you're just that little bit happier, I suppose. I think is the main difference. Well, that was the main difference for myself, and then obviously like having the variety of different bodies gives you that little bit of confidence then for when you come home.
Did you bump any big names, any UFC stars while you were over there?
Yeah, I was saying Drickus. I was on the bike, I was coming out of the gym and I was saying Drickus, and I was like, that's fucking Drickus. So we pulled the bike in, still had the bike running and all. Some toy girl was like, turn the bike off, nearly running people over and all. So we got a picture of him, and then one of my mates, Rory Murphy, he's a heavyweight. I was saying to him, was like, he was only his first class there. He only done one class the whole time he was there. And I was like, you might roll with him on the whole class. It was like him and Drickus and then someone there rolling. So the three of them literally just rolled for the whole class. So it was good seeing. I'd seen Faseev over there as well. I was in the ring and I looked over and I seen Faseev. But there was a couple of names with it. They were obviously the two biggest.
That's unreal. There's not many other places in the world you would get that, and the fighters are that accessible in comparison to Thailand. I see loads of Irish over there now, and they're getting photos with. I seen MVP was over, big Jamie McCaherty was training with him and that. I seen as well.
Yeah, I was saying that we had only literally, I think we had only left. Yeah, Jamie's always over there with some good boys. Like he always has pictures up. I think he's down full time out there. So yeah, that's it. Like there's just people are coming from all over the world. Like obviously Anderson Silva seminars, and we had just left, and it was it Rotang or one of them big toy lads that just came in. So yeah, just missed out on that one.
Unreal. Looking ahead, the 2 weeks time, your opponent Gabriel Ramos. What do you know about him? What do you think about him as a matchup for you?
Yeah, man, honestly, just another fight. Like that's being honest. He's a bit more experienced is kind of what I wanted in this fight. I wanted someone with that bit more experience and a foreign opponent as well. Like I've obviously fought two Irish lads. Now not saying that like if I had got an Irish lad, it would have had to be done. Like, but it's just kind of good now having someone that you don't know on a personal level, I suppose, to fight. And yeah, he's good. He's okay, but he's just like being honest, he's just not on my level. He's good. He is dangerous. He's dangerous. Like, but he loves fighting on the back foot and stuff like that, which against me is just not. It's not going to be good. Like, he's dangerous hooks, and like we've seen him go for some one or two like submission threats and stuff. Like, against me, honestly, I feel like that's going to be okay. But it doesn't matter who's in there. I was dying for an opponent. I was calling out for an opponent. He got offered a cross, and yeah, honestly, happy fucking days that I just got someone. So I'm just absolutely buzzing to get in there and absolutely just show off all my shit, to be honest with you. But he's not on my level. That's just being quite honest.
You mentioned there that your last two opponents have been Irish, of course, Joe Doyle in the Cage Warriors debut and Damien McKenna last time, and it was quite interesting because there was a lot of the Irish fighters were fighting foreign fighters on the past two Dublin cards, but yours, it was quite interesting, especially with the Damien McKenna, because you had all Damien McKenna's fans, and you had, of course, your fans were out in force as well, and they were singing and stuff like that, so there was no hostile or nothing like that, but it was just about a really good atmosphere. Will it feel any different to you, the fact that there's probably not going to be anyone cheering for Gabriel Ramos in here?
Nah, like, listen, it is what it is. That does not make a difference for me. It just, like, all it does is there's probably going to be people, like, more people cheering me on. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, obviously, like, I know Damien and stuff like that, so they'll probably be cheering me on as well. Like, it's just going to be everybody in the crowd cheering me on, kind of. But, like, whether they're cheering me on or cheering against me, it does not fucking matter. Like, honestly, it really does not matter. I'm going to be getting in there and I'm going to be fighting. Like, people think about all this shit. Honestly, it does not matter. I can only just think of going in and trying to get a finish. That's being dead honest with you. I really could not give a bollocks. But yeah, excuse me French, but yeah, it really does not matter who I'm fighting in regards to, like, the crowd and stuff like that.
This is your third fight, of course, in the RDS on Cage Warriors. The familiarity of it, does it feel that it's getting a little bit less pressure? Do you feel any less nerves in comparison to when you're fighting in the RDS on Cage Warriors the first time?
Maybe so, yeah, because I know, like, the second time I was definitely more calm. I think it was just because it was, like, on Cage Warriors, but now I just feel at home. To be honest with you, it was the first one. Obviously, it was like, oh, it was Cage Warriors and this and that, but, like, you see what I did, like, even with them nerves. So I kind of like being nervous. Anyway, so again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Obviously, it's a different style of opponent, which is kind of going to have me switched on a little bit more. I don't really know much about him. The last, like, especially Damien, I knew his game. So I kind of knew exactly what I wanted to do. This fella, I don't know as much, so it'll be kind of more of a feel-out process a little bit as well. But yeah, it definitely feels kind of like a home advantage, I suppose. Like, the last time I went in, it kind of felt a little bit more familiar to me, like even the canvas and stuff like that when you're bouncing around beforehand. But again, it's once you're in there and you're on adrenaline and you're trying to kill someone, that all goes out the window. You have tunnel vision, like, you know what I mean, and that's kind of it.
The past two Cage Warriors nights in Dublin, one of the highlights for me, and I spoke about it in my podcasts after, was your walkouts. They were absolutely wild both times. As a non-fighter, it's hard to imagine what that feeling's like. What is going through your head? Because you seem to get into it. You know, there's a lot of fighters, the crowd is going wild around them, but they're very focused. You seem to get into the walkout. You seem to enjoy it. You seem to be keeping up with the vibe of the crowd. But then as soon as you get in there, you know, you've got 3 first-round finishes. You're completely locked in. What's your thoughts when you're walking out there and the crowd's going wild like that?
Yeah, like, I just fade off it, man. Like, you have to be able to adapt to your like, your situations, like, you know what I mean? You have to be able to adapt to your surroundings. So it's quiet, you have to be just going in and locked in. But listen, this is an entertainment sport. People are coming out to watch me fight. The whole crowd is there. I like having everybody on the feet. Like, I like having the crowd engaged. Like, I'm in there fighting for the crowd. So I want them being engaged with me. But like, you see some people out there and it's a boring fight, and you go out and you can hear blade and you can hear conversations. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you've ever been, like, the last 2 fights, you've never been able to hear that. With me, you go out, I fucking absolutely love it. I buzz off, I feed off their energy. I go in and I use that with tunnel vision out, and I finish my opponent. That's what I love doing. Honestly, look, I really do. Oh, sorry, man. I love doing that. I love getting the crowd buzzing. I love feeding off their energy, and love them feeding off my energy. And I love going out and I love performing. Like, this is it. It's an entertainment business. I'm going out to entertain, and I really genuinely do absolutely love the walkout, and I love fighting. So what more could you want? You just go out there and then you have to just do your business after that.
Something that I find interesting is, so of course you're going out, you're doing it for the crowd and you're enjoying it, but there has to be something that shifts, because when you're fighting, when the fight starts, you can't be thinking about the crowd as such. You need to be locked in to this guy that's standing across from you,
Yeah,
that's trying to take your head off. Someone that's very, very good at this is Paddy Pimblett. From
yeah,
his sort of Cage Warriors UFC days, something I found interesting about him is he comes out to the walkout, and of course it's wild. He's getting into it, similar to yourself. He's dancing away, but you can really see when his sort of face turns, when his face changes, and all of that vibe then leaves him, and he's then deadlocked on his opponent. Do you do anything like that consciously? Is there a conscious shift in your mind, like when your name's been read out or anything like that? For example, like how do you shift from party mode to, right, I need to lock in here?
yeah. I suppose I don't do it constantly. I suppose it just happens. Like it really does just happen. Like I don't know if it's a blade and superpower for a fighter where you can just go from one to another, but I do, because it's like I know I've been like, because I think it's experience. Maybe it's probably more like it could be experience, because. But I've always loved it. Like I remember my first amateur fight is when I actually really loved it. Over in Wales, I walked out, and I remember playing House of Pain, jump around for the crack. I've gone over this before. Me, but I suggested a messing. I played it because I couldn't think of anything else. I played it, and it was me. Look, I loved it. And ever since then, I was just able to switch on, because I know, like, I'm not a stupid cunt and going in there to fight someone. So, that just, you have to just kind of separate the two of them. You know what I mean? So, and I've always been good at that. And it's, yeah, that's never changed. So it's just, obviously, yeah, it's just subconsciously in the back of my brain that it just goes from one to the other. Like I've no problem of putting them two things aside.
The Freak Show, where does that nickname come from? I see everyone talking about Keith Keogh, the Freak Show. Where does that come from?
Like, to be honest, a shout out to Coffee and Combat, David Fagan, he christened me with it before. And it kind of fitted, like, he kind of said it before the Cage Warriors event, and then kind of, I suppose, the big walkouts, the, like, scream at the camera and stuff like that, it kind of all materialised into one thing. And I never meant for it to happen, like, but it kind of did. And then, like, obviously the mad pictures, I know for the last Cage Warriors event, I was kind of on the poster on the website, me screaming into the camera to Dolly and stuff like that. And then even when I was getting me pictures before the last one on media day, she was asking me to scream into the camera and stuff like that. And I'm obviously bollocks because it's the night before, or it's the day I start weight cutting and stuff, and I'm shouting and I have all my energy and I'm really passing out doing that and stuff like that. But I suppose I bring a show, so it kind of rhymes with my second name as well, so that end up materialising into that.
It's a good one. It's one of the best nicknames going about at the minute. See, when you envisioned you turned pro in May 2024, when that happened and you envisioned sort of your first 3 or 4 fights, could you really have thought it was going to go as perfect as what it is, like 3-0, 3 first round finishes? Is that the way you seen it going?
Yeah, look, honestly, like, in my own head, I suppose I think that every fight I go into, I'm going to be able to beat the person and I'm going to be better than them. So I only go as far as the next fight, but in my own head and my long-term plan is going to be able to just wipe everybody out. Like, that's obviously what every fighter dreams of, and obviously that's not realistic. But it's not a shock to me that I'm 3-0 and 3 first round finishes. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it was 3-0 and I had been 3 dominant performances, that could have also went like that as well. But I rate my own skill test so high that it's no shock to me. That it's no shock. If I didn't go like that, it would have been more of a shock, to be honest. Like, you know, it's just not a surprise to me. And then obviously I've had, like, eyes on me because it is in Cage Warriors. I do bring a crowd. I do kind of make noise at the fight, so it's obviously a little bit more eyes on me. But that's only extra stuff.
Cage Warriors 200 is going to be a big night for the gym, for CMAC. Of course, we've got Alex fighting as well, Trevor also fighting. What's the buzz like in the gym at the moment?
Yeah, it's great, man. Honestly, it's great. It's kind of like, you know, you're all in like pre-season together early as well. Like, just as the fights are getting out, as the fights are getting announced, because, like, Jordo's obviously fighting on Arius, me, Trevor, Alex now next week. You had, like, one of the lads going off to the IMAFs and stuff like that, and lads fighting at the weekend there on EFC. So everybody's fighting, even though it's like some of them are on the amateur fighting for titles and then on the verge of going pro. So the gym around, like, it's always good to vibe around the gym. Everybody that says that, everybody that's coming up filming and stuff says it really is. Like, we're all just a group of mates just fighting together and now fighting on the biggest shows in Europe. And obviously the 3 of us now next week, it is going to be something special. Like, we never got the 3 of us the last time because Alex sacrificed himself to be on the wrong card because he wanted to corner us. So this time it'll be that bit more special now that me, him, and obviously him and Trevor are on this card.
How is that going to work with all three of you? Of course, Alex is the head coach. Is he still going to be corner news on the night as well as his own fight, or what way is that going to work?
Well, we'll kind of have to see. Like, we have obviously good lads around us. We have like Ross and Jordan, who are always in the corners anyway. And then we have like Conor Nolan, we have Henry, we have Jake as well, who's the grappling coach in the club as well. So we have a lot of other good fighters that are there. Like, and that's the good thing about like having such a close knit circle and like people that have been there from the start. Like, we're all just training together. Like, especially like the four lads, me, Ross, Jordan, and Alex. We're kind of always there. We're kind of always in the corners. So them lads will be there to be in the corner as well. I was only touching on this with someone else. Ross was there for the last one because Jordan was away, and Jordan was there for the one before that because Ross was away. But now we have the both of them together, so that's a huge advantage for the both of us, or for the both of them being there for the three of us fighting. And then obviously we have Jake and Henry, and then probably a couple of the other lads down backstage with us helping out.
As you say, you're all that close knit anyway. You all know each other's game and know each other very, very well with it being such a tight knit gym. So it seems like it won't make much of a difference. I want to do this or that MMA edition. And then I've got one more question after that, then I'll let you go. First one, knockout or submission?
Knockout. I know I've had a few submissions, but let's be honest, knockouts are better.
Chip shop or pizza?
Chip shop.
Hard spars or hill sprints?
Fuck. We don't spar too hard, but hard spars, fuck hill sprints. But anything other than running. Your sledgehammer across the head, anything other than running, man.
Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Guillotine or rear naked choke?
Rear naked choke.
Southpaw or orthodox?
Southpaw.
Early finish or a clinical shutout over the distance?
Early finish.
BJJ or boxing?
Boxing.
Boxing or Muay Thai?
Boxing.
Ilia Topuria or Islam Makhachev?
Ilia, just because I like his style better. But just because I like his style, let's say Ilia.
Would you rather be the underdog or the favourite?
Either.
Conor McGregor or Michael Chandler?
McGregor.
Cage Warriors title or Dana White's Contender Series call-up?
Contender Series.
And last one, Trevor McKengo or Brad Pitt?
Trevor McKengo.
Nice one. Last question. What can the fans expect to see from Keith Keogh at Cage Warriors 200?
As always, excitement. Just pure excitement, man. That's it. Like, there's no other word. It's from the walkout to the fight to the scenes after. Excitement.
I look forward to it. Keith, thank you very much for coming on. It'll be a pleasure watching you fight again at Cage Warriors 200. I'm looking forward to it, mate.
Thanks for having me on, Brandon. Appreciate it a lot, man.